Good morning. Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Yesterday was kind of a heavy hitter day with content, so I thought this morning we could do something a little bit gentle. What is today? Thursday? Remember to be gentle with yourself. We are still in retrograde season. Aries season is also fiery. Shit may be popping off that you have no desire to be a part of. Don't take on karma that's not yours. Just chill. Dude, we had this water leak in our bathtub, and it was causing my fucking bill to be like double. And I got my bill yesterday after I got my water leak fixed, and I was like, nice. Life is fine. It could be something, maybe there's something that you're procrastinating on, and you need to just call and have it taken care of. I do that all the time. Growing up is boring. Our first energy out is Fortune, by the way. So, cool. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and liking. We have fall and bloom, just giving opposite energy. So we have Empress and the Great Nurturer. We have Gather. We have Trust. Trust was big the other day when we used this deck. This was like the middle of the reading. We have a Leader, so trust in your ability to lead forward in order to gain this fortune. I'm in this process as well. I'm allowing the universe to gift me what it is I deserve, even sometimes when I don't really. I still grapple with allowing abundance to flow. Not as much as I used to. I used to be very resistant, but I think that had more to do with people financially abusing me. And child. So be very kind to your inner child. I think that's the ticket, is to reconnect to our inner child. Obviously, I talk about this all the time. We have Finder of Lost Things on the bottom of the deck, represented by the elephant, which is all about matriarch community, women-led community. Also memory. I'm going to take 6 more cards, and then we're going to move on to the other decks as well. The other decks I'm using are the Feelingless deck and Soul's Journey, which is like energy. I use the Soul's Journey for the What's Your Calling readings. Got Down by Blink-182. This music video takes place in East LA. Fun fact. Okay, let's see how many we have here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not taking these 3. Boundaries, bravery at the bottom of the deck. I'm all over the place. I just woke up. But like Niall came to sleep with me in the middle of the night, so I got kicked a lot. Okay. Ready? The world. Eagle. Incantation, which means spells, magic. Your words are spells. Watch what you say about yourself and others. Everything you give, you will receive. Be careful. The Magician. Those are just basic, simple laws of karma. or the universe and karma. And Princess with feminine energy. So feminine energy is very heavy here with leader, empress, and princess. I just did a divine reading, a divine feminine check-in yesterday, and this very much aligns to that. I'm not saying if you're a feminine, you are the only one for this reading. I never say shit like that because we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Feminine energy is the being, the nurturing. Masculine energy is the doing and action. But yesterday what came through in the divine feminine reading, and the reason I'm bringing it up, is that your ships are about to come in. If you've been doing the work consistently, you're about to be rewarded for that from the universe with this fortune card. The magician and incantation. Trust magic, believe in magic, be ready to practice magic. We are in a spiritual war at a global scale. It's really hot in here. I just needed to breathe. So keep that in mind. Protect yourself however you can. Crystals are a great way to start doing that. There's also tactics. I'm going to make a collective combo today about some spiritual hygiene practices. We have worry coming out with our feelings. I think worry is speaking to this trust and eagle as well, which also are in a column together. Eagle represents spirit having your back, like you being supported by something larger, the universe, trusting in yourself, your vision, your passion. So to alleviate any worry you may be having, worry is a really wasteful energy. I do it too. I think decolonizing from worry, that would actually be a really good topic. I need to just keep this out and about. Man overboard. So sorry it's over. If you haven't walked away from the things you know you need to walk away from, you should do that. Alright, we're gonna do spiritual hygiene, and then we're also gonna do worry as worry is like your own, it's like your ego's way of energy vampiring yourself. But I'll make a collective convo about that and we'll go deeper on worry. I think we've all been conditioned to worry about shit that we do not have control over, or at all. Not saying we need to have control over everything, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, it's just fucking early. My waves are on point. Look like the goddamn ocean. Just kidding. With the leader we have the world. So what is it? Go watch some What's Your Calling readings if you need to. What is it that you can step into your leadership to support the world? It's not a rhetorical question. That's a question for you to dive deep. And then we have gather. We have gather and ready. I think that as a collective, globally, we are all desiring community. I think that's one thing that the internet has taken from us in the past 25 years is our ability to commune with each other by design, on purpose. So I think people are ready to get back into community, not only at like a spiritual level. I'm not talking about going to church. I'm talking about longing for connection, like human connection. We've really been disconnected by the systems that be on purpose, by design. They do this on purpose. And so I think one of the ways that we can counter this evil energy is to resist their ways of us being, right? Quarantine, being on your phone, covering yourself. I mean, it depends on what day you ask Republicans about masks. But anyway, part of this is also about connecting to our inner child and also reparenting ourselves with this Empress energy. Nurturing ourselves the way we wish we were nurtured is going to take us very far in this process. Alright. I think with fall and bloom here, that's speaking to the balance of darkness and light within us. So allowing yourself to heal from mistakes you've made, things that have happened to you, things that you've done to others. That's part of integrating our shadow. That's part of healing our inner child. I have to clean today. I hate cleaning. It's a sensory nightmare. Anyway, gloom and worry. It's not super stellar, y'all. Hope. If Tom had his own world, he would build you an empire. This is Secret Crowds by Angels and Airwaves. Fed Up is coming out with Empress and Child. Hope is coming out with Incantation and Bloom. Gloom is coming out with Fall and Magician, which kind of makes sense. It's gonna be a long day, I can already feel it. Jealousy with Gather and Ready, so I think that could be one of the hurdles into us getting into community. I think that checks out because everyone has been like desensitized and made to compete for like social likes and shit online. I think this is really about like getting back into like an analog space, which is like the 90s, pre-internet, when we were all outside, like what's brighter. That's how I'm raising my kid. I think a lot of millennials, we were the last generation to grow up without technology. I mean, we had like AIM, but our AOL, our internet was dial-up, so we weren't on it all the time because it used our phone line. So if our parents had used the phone, we couldn't be on AIM, okay, or in chat rooms. That's all we had. We had internet, we had AOL, Instant Messenger, and I'm sure you've heard the horrible dial-up. And you would just like sit there like be like, okay, are you gonna connect? Are you gonna connect? Are you gonna connect? Sometimes I wouldn't. Oh my god. I don't miss that. Okay, like these like Wi-Fi speeds are pretty intense. But I was thinking about satellites yesterday, and I'm not talking about the Dave Matthews Band song, but I was thinking about the ways, because I was like, this radio in my town sucks. They only play like Watermelon Sugar, like always. It's weird. It's the worst radio. And so I was like, man. And so I was thinking about satellite radio, and then I was like, oh my god, Elon Musk put all of these satellites, because I'm like, why can't we just have like regular satellite radio with the regular radio? Like, why do you guys only play like 3 songs? And especially that song. That song is awful. Watermelon Sugar will forever remind me of how hard it was to get to my land with my car when we were living out there before we knew about the other road, because that's the only song that was ever on the radio when we were fucking doing that shit. And it was, we have healing, so walking down memory lane. We have healing with Trust and Eagle, so continue to heal yourself and trust in whatever's gonna come through. But anyway, I was thinking about how many satellites there are, and I've seen like graphics that have been made about how many satellites there are surrounding the Earth. So then I was thinking about that technocratic, I don't know, that shit that Elon Musk's grandpa was a part of, the like white supremacy group. And then I was like, oh my god, I saw someone turn the Tesla symbol into like a Klan symbol. Like the hood, they like flipped it upside down. I don't know what I think the Tesla's a T, right? So they flipped it upside down, and the T were like the shoulders, and then the long part of the T was like the clan hood. I was like, holy shit. So I was just thinking about that. So I think as much as we reject white supremacy at this level, the better off we'll be. Alright, our last, that makes sense. Our last energy for leader in world is, of course, love. Love and authenticity will overpower any sort of worry or gloom that you have. Doom, gloom, stress is here at the bottom, with change as well. I'm going to put them in the box, but I just wanted to show you because they were kind of peeking out. So be willing to change yourself. Remember, you're like a tree. You're always growing, always changing. Different cycles you lose your shit. Different cycles you grow new stuff. You know, it's life. Okay? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. It's the only thing you can do. It's no one else's responsibility. Trauma that may have happened to you may have involved someone else, but how you continue to carry that or release it or project it on others is up to you. And the victim mentality is a very difficult thing to get out of, mostly because of the society we live tells people to like hold on to that, because again, that keeps us divided. If you haven't watched the Diagnosing and Dismantling Society from yesterday, we went over narcissistic personality disorder and talked about what that looks like for society. And then I also did a collective convo yesterday about manipulation tactics, if that is something that you are dealing with at an interpersonal level, to kind of help you identify. But you have to get out of victim mode in order to grow. Do you think the tree cries every fall when they know they're going to lose their leaves? No. Blames the wind? No. Part of what's supposed to happen. Right? I'm not saying what happened to you isn't awful, but again, you get to decide if you're going to put yourself in a victim mentality in every circumstance in your life and blame everyone else for one thing that happened for you, or if you're not going to do that. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Helping others to just help others too, not expecting anything in return, is a very high vibration to be in. To want to help others. I'm thinking about Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler. Can you guys like come out of here or what? Taking this. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Again, forgiveness isn't something you need to like call someone who harmed you and tell you that you forgive. I don't know. No contact is the best way. Taking your energy and putting it back to yourself is what forgiveness is. In my eyes, it's alleviating that person from having any sort of access to you, while also standing in your power, reclaiming your power. You can forgive, but don't forget. People want you to forget. Don't let people take advantage of you. And getting out of that victim mentality and into a warrior spirit is a really great way to do that. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. It kind of looks like the evil eye, just different colors. The mandala. Okay, I hate cleaning. I'm hungry. It's very early. It's 7 o'clock here. Alright. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And again, speaking to reflections and projections, sometimes you're going to see your good qualities in others, sometimes you're going to see your bad qualities. Either way, trust and believe that the universe put that person in your path for a reason. Because remember, we have healing, we have trust, eagle, which means spirit has your back, and then healing. So if you do encounter someone who is exhibiting your less than impressive qualities, like things you don't like about yourself, there's a lesson for healing. And our last one is empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. There aren't just two sides. There's like, everyone has their own truth. So there's like billions of sides. That's one thing that I got into a big fight with my baby daddy about at one point, and I was like, I realized we had like complete opposite life philosophies, and I was like, dude, well, because I was like, he said that there's only one truth, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like every single person alive on this planet has their own truth. There's not just one. There's not just one anything, ever. One is a lonely number. Alright, that's bringing me to that quote, no man is an island. I know someone who has that tattooed. I've been thinking about that quote a lot lately because I do everything by myself. And I was like, well, the quote is no man is an island, but I'm a woman. I hope this helps. Take care of the little one. Believe in magic again. Trust that your fortune is coming. Just don't get in your own way, which I think I also made a reading about yesterday. Oh no, that one was don't go backwards. I did it, don't get in your own way, a couple days ago though. Really step into your leadership role with this love and empathy. Love and empathy. This says empathy. I don't think you can read that. This community and gather. I didn't really talk about it. We had jealousy under here, and pride is kind of overlapping. So beware of the projections that you receive when you are around community, but remember that if you're here and you're consciously working on your healing, recognize that a lot of people aren't. Doesn't mean you need to be condescending, but more supportive, and recognize it for what it is. Meet people where they're at. Don't expect them to come up to where you are in your healing journey. That's what leaders do. They meet people where they are with love and empathy, and they help guide them. Okay? Have a good one.